In the small town of Ravenwood, nestled deep within a forest shrouded in mystery, a chilling legend whispered among the locals. It was said that a malevolent spirit, known only as the Shadow, roamed the woods, seeking souls to torment. One foggy autumn evening, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to test the legend. Sarah, Alex, Emma, and Mark, fueled by curiosity and a touch of bravado, set out on a midnight hike into the heart of the Ravenwood forest. Armed with flashlights and nervous laughter, they dismissed the tales as mere superstitions. As they ventured deeper into the darkness, the eerie silence enveloped them like a suffocating cloak. Branches creaked and rustled in the chilling breeze, and the forest seemed to come alive with unseen eyes watching their every move. Unfazed, Sarah led the way, determined to prove the legend wrong. As the group reached a clearing, the moon emerged from behind the clouds, casting an ethereal glow on the surroundings. But the beauty of the moonlight couldn't dispel the growing sense of unease that crept into their hearts. Suddenly, Sarah's flashlight flickered and died, plunging them into total darkness. A nervous giggle escaped Emma's lips, attempting to break the tension, but it was met with an ominous silence. Alex tried to turn on his flashlight, but it, too, failed to respond. Panic began to take hold as they realized they were completely stranded in the heart of the haunted forest. Despite their fear, they decided to stay put until dawn when they hoped someone would come searching for them. Time seemed to crawl, each minute feeling like an eternity. The forest seemed to close in around them, its oppressive weight pressing down on their shoulders. Strange noises echoed through the trees, causing their hearts to race with dread. Just when they thought it couldn't get any worse, a chilling wail pierced the air. The sound was otherworldly, sending shivers down their spines. The teens huddled together, their eyes darting around in search of the source of the unnerving cry. As the night wore on, the temperature dropped, and a dense fog enveloped the forest. The teens lost all sense of direction, feeling trapped in a sinister maze. Each step they took seemed to lead them deeper into the clutches of the malevolent woods. In the distance, they saw faint flickering lights. Hoping it was a sign of rescue, they stumbled toward the source. But to their horror, they discovered an abandoned cabin, its walls covered in eerie symbols and ominous messages. Fear consumed them, and they desperately tried to flee, but something held them back. Shadows danced on the cabin walls, taking grotesque forms that seemed to mock their terror. A voice whispered sinister words in their minds, urging them to stay, to become one with the darkness. Frantic and disoriented, they managed to break free from the cabin's grasp, only to find themselves surrounded by a ring of sinister figures. The air grew colder, and their breaths turned to mist as they stood frozen in horror. In the center of the circle, a tall, shadowy figure materialized. It was the Shadow, the malevolent spirit of Ravenwood. Its hollow eyes seemed to pierce their souls, and a wave of dread washed over them. The teens clung to each other, hoping that their collective fear would ward off the malevolent presence. But the Shadow fed on their terror, growing stronger with each heartbeat. With a bone-chilling scream, the Shadow lunged forward, and the world went black. The next morning, search parties scoured the forest for the missing teenagers. But all that remained was an abandoned cabin, surrounded by an air of sinister stillness. The legend of the Shadow lived on, a haunting reminder that some mysteries were better left unsolved, and some places better left untouched. Ravenwood Forest became a place of fear, and the chilling tale of the lost teenagers echoed through generations, warning all who heard it to beware the malevolent spirit that lurked in the darkness.